Don't you guys think it's a shame when you don't like a main character of either a book or a movie, or at least in this case, a show? Yeah. Pretty much what I'm talking about is The Legend of Korra. Pretty much the two main people that I hate in The Legend of Korra, or even Avatar The Last Airbender, and you get what I'm saying. Either Avatar The Last Airbender or Legend of Korra. The two main people that I hate the most, the two main people that I hate the most are Korra and Mako. I'm gonna get to Mako in a second, but I'm just saying, at least in terms of Korra is just, at least in my opinion, she is just so stupid and unlikable. It's really difficult for me to let that pass. It's really difficult for me to just ignore that because of the fact that she's the main character. Let me start from the beginning when Legend of Korra first came out. Alright, the first 2 episodes I saw, I was already like, I wouldn't say I liked Korra, but I liked the idea I had of what the writers were going to do with Korra. I mean, a friend of mine, from the beginning, he already hated Korra, saying that, this is his words, she's a stupid ass bitch. And I was saying, dude, calm down. Like, I trust the makers of this. I mean, these are the dudes that brought us Avatar: The Last Airbender. Of course they're gonna do something crazy awesome with Korra. Admittedly, she's not very smart right now, but I'm sure by the end of the season, she's going to, have changed a little bit. And if I recall, the second episode, she was having problems, spinning around in that thing, with her airbending training. And at the end of the episode, she was spinning around, I think she was spinning around, evading attacks in a pro bending match. I think that was what it was. So naturally, I was thinking, yes, exactly. See, this is a good sign of things to come. And later on, when she got ambushed by Amon, and she actually admitted to Tenzin that she was afraid, I was like, you see? Exactly. She admitted it. She admitted that she's afraid, and now we can finally move on and try. Nothing else happened. Nothing else happened, at least from my memory, because I just recently rewatched the first book of Legend of Korra. Alright, it's one thing to make stupid mistakes, alright? And you learn from them, fine, but I guess pretty much my main problem with the character of Korra, not the show, the character, is that, yeah, I got ice in my mouth, but hold on. Pretty much the main problem that I have with Korra is that, at least in my opinion, she doesn't earn anything. I mean, from the beginning, she already had, water bending, fire bending, and earth bending. So at that time, I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, okay. But once she gets those taken away, she gets airbending, and the show tried to give me like some excuse, like, oh, she lost everything. No, you lost me. You lost me with that. No, I'm not gonna believe anything you say now. No, I can't. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then when she's crying, I swear to God, like the season finale of The Legend of Korra was just, I told my friend this, it was just a massive conga line of disappointment. I mean, due to the fact that Korra just sucks, she gets her bending taken away, and for some reason that unlocks her airbending. And then once she realizes that she can't get her bending back, she cries, and then for some reason Aang comes and restores her bending and gives her a bonus, energy bending. Why? She didn't earn that. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, Aang didn't earn energy bending, blah, 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 all of that. But see, listen, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think that him getting energy bending would be a natural progression due to the fact that he's an air nomad and he can't kill. Of course, Monk Gyatso, he killed a bunch of firebenders, but honestly, I think that was more self-defense. I mean, there were firebenders ambushing him while Aang only had to deal with one. So, bottom line, what I'm saying, in my opinion, Korra didn't earn anything. She didn't earn anything, she didn't learn anything. And in book 2, like what was it, the second episode? How dare she talk to her father like that? Listen, it would be one thing if he was a deadbeat dad who left Korra and her mom, like, back when Korra was born, and he just came back once he realized that Korra was the Avatar. It would be one thing if he was that kind of dude. That would be fine. No, dude was there from the beginning. And she just found out that he got banished because he was trying to, work for the greater good of his people. So you got a problem with what? What was it? Barbarians ambushed the Water Tribe, and her father went to apprehend them. Except they were on sacred ground, which angered the spirits. Bottom line, he was still trying to do what was best, what he thought was best. And she just yells at him, like, really? Really? You're angry? What? He was trying to protect people. He got banished for it. Remember the last guy who tried to protect people and got banished for it? His name was Prince Zuko. Now, admittedly, Prince Zuko didn't actually go onto the battlefield to try to protect them, but he did actually express concern. But due to the fact that his dad was Ozai, instead of getting respect for it, he got burned, literally. Now, I'm getting off track. What I'm trying to say is, her yelling at her dad for this really cemented her as a very unlikable bitch to me. Just really unlikable. And this brings me to Mako. From the first time I saw Mako, I swear to God I did not like him. Because I knew exactly where his relationship with Korra was going to go. I knew from the beginning. Look, Legend of Korra was announced at Comic-Con, right? If my memory is correct. And I think they introduced some characters. I didn't know about the character of Mako. The only character I knew of was Korra, of course. And Aang's son, Tenzin, who's a badass, by the way. Tenzin's awesome. But I'm getting off track again. Literally, the only character I knew of was Korra. And when I watched the show, the first time I saw Mako was, what, episode 2? First time I saw him, I knew where his character was going. Him and Korra were gonna end up hating each other at first, and then through some stupid reasons, they're gonna come together and they're gonna like each other by the end. And that's exactly what happened. But here's the reason why I didn't like it. Even though I've seen this before, if they did it well, I would have no problem with it. But they didn't do it well. You wanna know why? Because Mako already had a girlfriend, Asami. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, Asami is what? A spy for the Equalists, right? They're just trying to paint her as a bad person. I'm going to get to Asami later. I'm going to get to her. But, listen. Once Bolin told Mako that he thought of Korra in like a girlfriend sort of way. That was the first time Mako actually said, maybe I might like Korra. That was an asshole move to me. I'm like, dude, you already got a girlfriend. But this is what I think was going through his head. He was like, see, Asami, yeah, she's a nine-bender. That was good, but me, hey, I never got that Water Tribe pussy before, though. Hey, and firebender, waterbender, and plus she's the Avatar. Who knows what might happen? But anyway, and Korra. I forgot to talk about this, about Korra for a quick second. But let me just say, I already told you, Korra's so stupid, but is she really that oblivious to Bolin's feelings towards her that she has to go and kiss Mako? Are you serious right now? Back to Mako. Once Bolin tells Asami about the fact that Korra and Mako kissed, Asami, like she should, confronts Mako about it, and Mako, being a freaking asshole, for some reason freaking tries to pin the blame on Bolin for telling Asami. Wow. Like, oh, Bolin told you. I swear, I knew it. I should have let that motherfucker die when we were kids. I swear, but no, I had to, I was the big brother, right? I had to take care of my little brother. Responsibility and all that bullshit. And by the end, he breaks up with Asami. I don't even know if he did. As far as I know, he didn't break up with Asami because no one said anything. And he went with Korra and said that he loves her and she loves him. Oh, God. Anyway, those are the two people that I hate the most in The Legend of Korra. Who else do I hate? No one. Literally everyone else. Everyone. Give me a character. Give me a character. I love them. The only people that I hate in The Legend of Korra are Korra and Mako. Wow, these two people just suck. But is there one character that I like the most? Yes, Asami. I told you I'm gonna get back to her, and now I'm here. Asami, I feel so sorry for her. I really do. I really do. I mean, wow, how did this happen? I mean, alright. From the first time people, I think I just spoke about this, but the first time people saw her, they were already trying to pin her as a villain. Like, oh nah, she's aspiring for the Equalists. Oh no, she's just trying to. Oh, and here's another thing. People were just trying to like say, oh no, that she's just gonna mess up everything for Korra. For those who don't know, people ship Korra. Ship derives from the word relationship. So they want Mako and Korra to be together, and the name of it is Makora, kind of like Brangelina. And people got mad about the fact that Mako and Asami were in a relationship together. What did they call it? Masami? Masami. And people thought that Mako and Korra should be together, but Bolin and Asami should also be together. They shipped Bosami. Bosami. Listen, in my opinion, the whole principle of them just pairing Bolin and Asami together just for the sake of Mako and Korra being together is bullshit. I don't like that. However, I do like the idea of Bolin and Asami being together. You want to know why? Because both of them were betrayed by people that they loved. Seriously. I mean, since I was already talking about Asami, I might as well say like what happened to her first. She recently got a boyfriend, and her father seemed to like the boyfriend, so naturally things would be looking up. But no, her father turned evil, and due to her knowing right from wrong, she turned against him. But her boyfriend, being a freaking dipshit, freaking messing around with this dumbass Korra. And Asami, you know, she's not one to judge. She's like, okay, I'm not gonna, you know, jump the gun, you know, start making accusations. But it becomes really obvious. And before you know it, she had to face her father, who at that point tried to kill her. I don't know what it's like to be a potential murder victim from your dad. I don't know. So God only knows how Asami felt. And she lost her boyfriend. She literally has, well, she has money. Well, I know some people will say, hey, you got money, you got everything. Dreams money can buy, Drake all day. No, I don't do that crap, no. As far as I care, she has nobody now. At the start of the, book 2, she has to take over her father's company and redeem her name. But due to the fact that her father turned to evil, no one wants to work with her, and the company's almost bankrupt. But at the end of the episode, she does get a partner, so I guess that's good. Oh, and there was a scene where Bolin and Asami hugged. I swear to God, Bosami shippers are going to take this and run. Oh my God. Yeah. Even I was thinking it for a sec. I was like, okay. Oh, and her so-called friends, as far as I care, the only friend Asami has is Bolin. Bolin was consistently good to her, alright? Her friends are all the way, what is it? I don't remember. I just saw the episode yesterday. What is it? The north of the South Pole. I don't know. But they're far away, meaning Asami's all alone now. Yeah. Yeah. Now to Bolin. Bolin, I feel so sorry for Bolin too. You want to know why? Because he liked Korra first. He liked Korra first. And Mako already had a girlfriend. As I told you this, as soon as Bolin started talking about Korra in a girlfriend sort of way, Mako was like, maybe I like Korra too. Fucking asshole. But Bolin took the initiative. He did what he had to do. He took Korra out on a date, okay? That is what you're supposed to do. Okay? God, oh. And it seemed like they were having a good time too. It seemed like they were actually enjoying each other's company. But, lo and behold, next time, Korra and Mako done kissed and Bolin was right there. It was freaking stupid. I hate Korra and Mako. I hate these characters. And honestly, I'm glad that Korra and Bolin, I'm glad those two didn't go together, because it's obvious that even if Mako was an honorable person and still stayed with Asami because he genuinely liked her and she liked him, Korra, that doesn't guarantee that Korra is still as smart as him, because Korra, she would still like Mako because she's a dipshit. And if she actually got with Bolin, I don't think that would have been a good relationship, because she would have only viewed Bolin as a consolation prize.
Oh, I don't really like Bolin. I like Mako, but hey, it's the same blood, right? But he's not a firebender like Mako. Oh well. Good enough, I guess.
Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think that Bolin and Asami, due to the fact that people that they loved essentially betrayed them, and the fact that Asami has no one now, I think that they would actually have, common ground. I think that maybe if written correctly, it would make sense, okay? You can't just have these two together just so your pairing can be happy, okay? Have no jealousy on either side. No, it shouldn't work like that. Another thing that I wanted to say, if somehow in book 2, if somehow things got worse for Asami and she actually became some sort of villain, I would understand. I don't want it to happen. I love Asami. I love Asami's character. I love her. Not as I would a real person, but you know what I'm saying. She didn't, everything that happened to her was not her fault. She deserves none of it. She didn't do anything wrong, man. That's why I'm saying, if things, for some reason, things out of her control, if they went even more south, and because of that, she became some sort of villain, if, as I said, if written correctly, I would understand. I would completely understand. I don't want it to happen, but I don't know. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh, that Asami's gonna turn evil. I'm just saying, I don't want it to happen. I really don't. But if it happens, it has to happen credibly, though. It has to happen credibly. It needs to make sense. I'm just saying, as far as I don't know what's gonna happen in book 2. I don't know what's gonna happen in book 2. But I'm just saying, as of right now, I mean, I already saw the first 2 episodes of book 2. And I already said, like, the second episode, it really cemented Korra as a really mean bitch to me. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, if they were able to drop the ball so bad with the main character, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm just saying. What I expect from book 2, shit. I don't even know. I don't know. Your show is called The Legend of Korra, yet I have yet to see anything legendary about the main character. Nothing is legendary about her. Maybe her bitchiness would go down in legend, but anything else, no. She does not. The Legend of Aang is more like it, because that dude, he beat all the odds. All right, I'd say, yeah, even though he technically didn't really master firebending, at least he had firebending. And when he went into the Avatar state against Ozai, I guess you could say he technically mastered firebending. And plus, he had energy bending. He mastered all the elements in less than a year. That is legendary. The Legend of Aang, okay? Legend of Korra, she didn't... I told you this. She did not earn anything. She didn't earn it. So what would be her legend? Tell me that. What is so legendary about Korra? Of course, I'm just saying, as of right now, nothing is legendary about her. If something happens where she actually has to learn and she actually overcomes her dipshitness in a believable way, then I'll be more lenient. But as of right now, no. I'm just saying, this whole Makora situation, it led to the detriment of both characters. Mako, I didn't like him from the beginning, and now I hate him. And honestly, many people feel the same way. Korra, for some reason, people still love her, but no, I hate her. I hate the bitch is just mean. Just mean to her dad, and her dad didn't deserve it. What is up with people that don't deserve bad things happening to them? Of course, I'm just saying, as of right now, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm just saying, based on what I've seen right now, I do not like Korra. I hate Korra. I do not like Mako. I hate Mako. But I love everything else. I love Lin. Oh, you could ask a friend of mine. Oh my god, I talk about Lin almost every time we talk about Korra. I talk about Lin. I love Lin. Tenzin is... I can't even put into words how badass that motherfucker is. That dude is he just is in my opinion, he's just like the epitome of badass in that show. Just, that is Aang's son. That is Aang's son, god damn it. God. Bolin, he's just... Why did Mako become a cop instead of Bolin? Bolin would have made an excellent metal bending cop. What happened? This is bullshit. Hell, I even love Tenzin's kids. Even Milo. Even though he comes across as rather weird to me. Really weird. But, hey, he's nowhere near how I feel about Mako and Korra. So it's all good, okay? I already spoke of how I feel about Asami. The show should be about Asami, in my opinion. I know, that's not gonna happen. And the most I'll probably get is fanfics about Asami. But honestly, the legend of Asami, that would be awesome. Literally, she had everything, and now she has nothing, and well, I wouldn't say she has nothing, she got money, but still, technically because all her friends are in the North or South Pole, she got no one right now. She needs to build herself back up by herself. The Legend of Asami, we need to see how that works. God, it's a real shame when you hate a main character. Not even a main character, the main character. The title of this show, like The Legend of who? The Legend of Korra. I hate Korra. Well, shit, can't do anything about it. But bottom line, that's how I feel. Something good happens. Okay. Until then, Peace. I'm the methodical AAA. If you don't like me, frankly, I don't give a dude. Peace. And I just realized I forgot to say that at the beginning. Oh well. Peace.